Good morning. Welcome to sunny Winnipeg. I have not checked the weather yet this morning, so I don't know if they're predicting this sunshine to last, but hey, I want to take advantage of it. Yeah, we've had a few days now where the weather's been kind of, well, it could be worse, but it kept me off my bike. Now, this morning I wake up early again, and first thing I did was when I woke up, I sort of rolled over in bed, and with one eye, I kind of opened up, and I looked at the surveillance monitor, which is beside my bed. Yeah, I got a monitor there too. However, it was dark, nothing showing, and I thought, oh, we must have had a power failure last night, and the monitor didn't reboot. And like the surveillance system itself, it's on a battery backup. It keeps going even if there's a power failure. And anyway, it turns out the surveillance system is crapped out. That's the bottom line. I spent about an hour this morning, tracing back to what was working and what wasn't. And there's something in the main sending unit, and it could be a myriad of stuff that's making it not work. So I have no clue. However, I've still got the little one that I got, what was it, about 3 years ago when I was watching my neighbor's house when he was in Mexico. I had the cameras over in his house, and they wirelessly sent the signal over here, and I was watching the inside of his house, make sure everything was okay. Like down in the furnace room and everywhere. Anywhere there could be a problem, I was watching it. And so I've got that, and I'm going to be busy, I guess, today setting that up. I should be able to plug it into the monitor system that I've got all over the place. And instead of having 10 cameras and, being able to watch the walkers and all that kind of stuff, I'm only going to have 4. But at least I'll be able to see if there's anybody coming to the door, if there's anybody, walking along the side of the house and all that kind of stuff. It's a very, very simple system. It was unbelievably inexpensive and almost unbelievably easy to set up. It was really plug and play. I just plugged in all the components, and it just played right out of the box. Completely unlike the last one. The last one, of course, is a little bit more sophisticated and the kind of stuff I like to tinker with, or at least I used to. Anyway, what about the model here? Okay, step 28. All right, what do we got to do today? We're pretty much at the end of step 28. We got all our little pieces painted and down, and there's some little wheels that have to go on this part right here, little green control wheels, valves, and then we got to then we should maybe get the hull over here on the table and use it as a jig to make sure everything is lined up right. It seems to me that it's about 3 days ago I was talking about doing that, and then I suddenly realized that, hey, no, we're not ready for that, because then it's going to be too hard to get the decals on. So we spent 2 days on decals. Now, speaking of the decals, I'm going to give up trying to get the decal to shrink wrap down around the like in this case there was the needle or indicator dial, the indicator was raised. And I think if a person was not going to use a decal, yeah, then don't scrape it off. But I should have taken one of these little chisels here and removed that, and then it would have been flat. And that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this build. That requires decals, that is. Now, I don't think everything requires a decal, but there are. Where's my decal sheet? I think I put it back in the box. There are a lot of decals left on the sheet, so we must be dropping decals down all over the place. And if it's going to be at a place, go on to something that has a little raised detail, I'm going to cut that detail off. I am tired of trying to get these things to work properly. I basically know how to do decals. Basically, I'm not real an expert on it like UK Jason or somebody like that. But yeah, I wasted too much time yesterday trying to get those decals to shrink wrap around the detail. That was too bad. I'm looking at this one right here. You probably can't see it, but that's the one that we painted with the 66 gray, and then I put a little bit of white on the inside. That actually looks pretty good from arm's length. From here, it actually looks really good. And it's just painted. And of course the other ones that do have actual decals on them, they look good too, but not as good as I think they could have been. All right. What do we got to do here? I'm just going to steady this and see if we are ready to get the hull on the table. I think we are. I think that's the way to go. Use it as a jig to support these two bulkheads here. And yeah, I can't see anything here that we have to assemble or put together. All the little parts are painted and stuck on. Okay, enough talk. Talk is cheap, and today is pizza day. Yeah, I got that to be cheerful about. I got another email from our friend Gabe. Remember Gabe who came by and did the painting? And there's a chance that in the near future he's going to be coming by again. So I don't know when that'll be. I got a feeling from he was mentioning that he's really busy, and it's summertime, and I mentioned I emailed back to him. I said in the summertime people are here in Winnipeg. We try to take advantage of the nice weather, and we don't want to be stuck at a model table. So why am I here, right? Why do I do this? Well, I guess I kind of like it. I enjoy it. It's I mentioned to him I'm soon going to be turning out episode 2000, and I kind of indicated I wonder how long this is going to go on. Right, the way I feel this minute is we might see 3000. Well, especially if I get the Yamato, that's going to keep me busy. I'm looking forward to that in a way. I'm scared, but I'm, I think I can do it, most of it, and I think I can do 99% of it. Yeah, it's going to be all those little photo etch pieces. It's not that I can't do it. It's just that. Well, I imagine there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to come to that's beyond my, you might call it, expertise. I do not consider myself to be an expert at this. What I think I'm good at is having fun at it. Yeah, I think I'm good at having fun at this. And that's sort of what it's all about, isn't it? Okay, enough chatter here. I can't tell you if the walkers came by, and I forgot to look for yesterday. So until I get the surveillance system up, the only way we're going to see the walkers is if I get on my e-bike and go out there around 7:30 in the morning and wait for them. And that's not such a dumb idea. Yeah. I'd been meaning to go by and congratulate them on showing up every day all winter. But yeah, it's easy to say things like that, and it's another thing to put on all my stuff and go out there early in the morning. Okay, let's recompose here. I think the next thing to do is get the hull on the table. Don't you? Yeah. Okay, change in plans here. So what else is new, eh? We should maybe be putting the little green valve wheels right here, and we'll use the helping hands here to hold this at the right angle so that we can let gravity be our friend, and we can just drop these things down right here and here. And it's the green ones according to the painting and marking guide. Then we'll get the hull on the table. At least I think we will. I had another thought here that maybe, and we'll talk about it then. Let's just sort of recompose here. We're going to need 2 of these. I don't think it matters what 2 we use. And let's try not to scrape the paint off them. We'll be able to see this a lot better if I... People wonder, I remember a viewer says, stop using tweezers. Well, for him maybe that's true, but for me I pretty much have to, because I seem to have difficulty picking something small up. Not that I can't feel it, it just, for some reason, I suppose if I was to lick the end of my finger and then touch it down, I could pick it up, but I don't know. Somehow I just don't feel like doing that. Okay, let's get our macro lens on here, and so we can take a nice close look. Okay, now I'm not doing a dry run here, but what I am doing is I'm just checking to make sure that I haven't plugged up the bottom of this wheel, like where the shaft is. Well, I guess I could do a dry run, couldn't I? You know, I'm noticing this one here, it's not painted too good. Maybe what I should be doing is grabbing a different one. I do have 4 of these. Yeah, for some reason I didn't do a very good job of getting... Yeah, how did I miss that? Okay, whoops. Oh no, where did it go? Okay, I'm going to have to push stop here. Okay, here we go again. It went over behind the camera. Fortunately, it stayed on the model table. Okay, so this one's okay. We'll use this one. And this one's not too bad. So we'll use these 2. And put a little droplet of extra thin on there, like that. Okay, let's grab the one that is over here, if I can grab it. Come on, Ron. Alright. I've got it tilted on its side so that I can see where the shaft is. Alright, now I do believe that that's going to meld. Oh, this must be really frustrating for the viewers to watch. I want you to know that what I often do in a case like this is where I pause to go looking for something, you know, shut the camera off, or I will, come on, or I will delete out the what I call the dead spots. Now these are going to be very easy to break off, so I'm going to have to be like super careful here. Let me check the monitor. Does that look straight? No, it doesn't. This one doesn't look straight either. Okay, let's let that dry. Okay, I was thinking about what I'd said a few minutes ago about how I bleep out my mistakes and pauses and so on. So whenever you see sort of a blurred out image like this, you'll know that there's been a pause anywhere from maybe 3 or 4 seconds to maybe 3 or 4 minutes. And yeah, so I do try to shorten the video so that you don't have to watch a bunch of dead spots. I think that's what I was trying to say. Now, as you can see, we've got our jig set up here. And it took me a minute to figure out which one went where. I had to page ahead in the manual here. I think I had to go to step 31 maybe. Anyway, I got it figured out. And fortunately, there are positioning slots in the hull, like you can see these ones right here. So that it's pretty hard to get this thing wrong. If it doesn't want to fit, you're trying to put it in the wrong place. Okay, so what's happening here in step 28, in order to complete it, it wants us to put these pieces in. Okay, for instance, this one is going to go right in here, like this. And the reason I wanted to have the other part in place is so that when I glue this in, I know that I've got everything at the right angle. Okay, so that's why we're using the shell or the hull as a jig to hold everything square. Now, what I'm wondering about is, wouldn't it be maybe better to put these three pieces, this one, and this one, in place later when we I don't know, when we actually get to the place here where we're supposed to, we've got a lot of stuff to do here yet, and then we assemble all of this. I know it shows that these three pieces are already in place, but I'm just thinking it might be best to just wait. And not that I don't want to do it now, it's quite easy, but I'm thinking that they're going to be just sort of precariously stuck in there and easily broken off. And yet, on the other hand, I suppose we could stick them in and put this in a safe place. I'm going to have to make another clock. My clock's getting loaded with stuff that I'm putting in a safe place. Just let me think about this for a minute here.
You spotted this through the window, did you?
No, I've got the system going, sort of.
Did you reboot it or what?
No, I've concluded it was the four-way splitter.
Uh-huh.
So I went directly from the PVR, or whatever they call it, and to a monitor, and it worked.
Oh.
So there you go.
Did you repair the
splitter? No, I'd have to probably replace it. The splitter is just a little thing about the size of a pack of cigarettes, and you plug into you plug the output into it, and then it has or input into it, and then it has four outputs that go to the different monitors. A little bit breezy.
where do you get a new splitter?
I got this one from Amazon.
Are they very expensive?
No.
A lot less than the PVR.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous day.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You just want to get on a motorcycle and go.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing that later.
Missy's, I'll go with you. I'll hold on tight. Don't you worry. I told you about the big iguana on the back of that guy's scooter on the beach.
Yeah.
In Mexico, and his little paws holding onto the guy's shoulders.
Isn't it funny that they would do that? You'd think the iguana would want to get off.
Yeah. The tail is so long, it's sticking way out the back of the scooter.
Okay, quite a bit of time has passed here. In fact, it's after 12, and And just a few minutes ago, I got a call from my son. He's coming over and he's going to have coffee with me. And in fact, he's going to want to be going out on the scooter. So, in other words, I've got to wind this episode up here. I've only got about an hour and a half or so before he's going to actually be here. And I'm still messing around. So, now, what I wanted to mention was that this drawing is confusing in that it is reversed. For instance, this bulkhead that we're looking at here is actually this one right here. And so everything is the other way around. So this part that plugs in here is that end there, as near as I can tell. So if we put it, we can put these pieces in, yes, like that. Okay. However, and then I can line it up again, line it up with the the slot on this one here. That's not a problem. The same thing with this other piece that we put the let me grab it here. Okay, very carefully that we don't break off our little green control wheels here. Okay, now this one here, it would go like this, something like this. And I think those control wheels are so more or less down. That one we can also get in because we can plug it in at both ends. However, this one here, if we plug it in down here where it's supposed to go, what is supposed to support this end? It's just sort of going to be loose there. So maybe what we're going to have to do here, whoops, I'm kind of working awkwardly, sorry about this. So maybe we will have to just place these pieces in the bulkhead. Which one was it now? This one. Yeah. I think this has to go something like this, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's the way it goes. And we're just going to have to maybe support it with the helping hands until it dries down there. However, probably about 2 hours ago now, I went out on my bike, and I did do the cell phone thing with the GPS. That'll be in the I guess it'll be in the Honda Rebel Part 16. It'll probably come out later this evening, all being well, of course. I'm going to wind her up here, folks. Oh, no, I'm not. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.